going to use a graphing calculator to find the extrema of a polynomial function. And in order to do this, I'm going to use the Alex graphing calculator and tell you on the TI-83 or TI-84 what you would do at the same point in time. So first, I'm going to begin with this button that says Y equal across the top row of buttons. On your TI-83 or TI-84, your similar button is the very top left button across the top row, right underneath the screen. And then I'm going to use the keyboard to type in my function, I think, if I can get my keyboard to appear, because I don't see the buttons I want in order to make this happen. So -3 x, and here's the button I really couldn't find, is the caret. X to the 4th, arrow over, -7 x cubed, arrow over, plus 3x squared, arrow over, and then plus 9x minus 1. And I'm going to proofread this very carefully before I do anything else, because typing this in incorrectly is the biggest error I ever make. Okay, on your TI-83 or TI-84, the caret button, the little arrow pointing upward, gives you an exponent, and then you use the arrows, the 4 arrows in the top right to get back out of the exponent if you need to. Okay, after I have my function typed in correctly, I'm going to hit graph. On your TI-83, TI-84 calculator, that's the same thing, graph. And if your graph doesn't look good, you don't like it, you need to hit the window button and change your range of x and y. That x min and x max shows the minimum maximum values at the edge of the screen. And the same with the y min and the y max. Most of the time for these kind of problems, we want to go from about 10 to 10 in either direction. Now, on this calculator, I'm going to hit the button that says extrema. And it gives me 2 lines. I am looking for a minimum. Actually, I'm looking for all minimums. So my minimum happens right here. I need to make sure that these lines are located on either side of my minimum value, but not so far out that there are values below my minimum. So, and I just moved that. Let me see if I can undo. Oh, no, there you go. So I want to move this one in just a little bit. There we go. And then I tell the calculator to find my minimum, because that's what I'm asked for. And it's going to give me this point, x, y, and so I will type here in Alex, rounded to the nearest hundredth, -0.62 and -4.20. And then if there's more than one, I will hit new. Like if it asks me for maximums, I have one here and one here. I would move my lines. I would hit new, move my lines, and do it again to find the other value. But I only have the one here, and let's check our answer, because it's so easy to type something incorrectly here. Very good. Okay, on your TI-83 or 84, after you have the graph, hit second and trace. Trace is also up along that top row of buttons, and the second function on that button is to calculate. And when you hit that, the calculate, it's going to give you options for the minimum and the maximum, the value, 0, minimum, maximum, intersect, etc. So choose the minimum or the maximum, whichever one you need. And when you hit that, it's going to have a little spot on your graph, and you want to make sure, and it'll say like right bound or left bound at the bottom. And so you want to use the arrows to place that spot where you want it, just like we placed the line in Alex, and then hit enter. And then it'll ask you for the other bound, and you'll place the second spot. So make sure your spots are on either side of where you can see the actual minimum or maximum, and hit enter again. And then it will ask you if you want it to guess. And it's not really guessing, it's really using a complex mathematical formula to estimate. But tell it yes, you want it to guess, and it will give you back the same thing, an x value and a y value.